Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman highlights video, bringing you up to speed on what took place during the week May 24th to May 30th, 2017. Our top news stories this week included Golden Link Europe reveals their Justice League movie theatre concession line. Supergirl the complete second season is now available to pre-order on Blu-ray and DVD. And we find out who the major villain of Supergirl Season 3 will be. Let's check out these news stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, last week Zack Snyder announced that he was stepping away from working on finishing off the Justice League movie due to the suicide death of his daughter in March. It was announced that Joss Whedon would be stepping in to take over the reins of Justice League, taking the movie through the remaining post-production stage. However, many fans weren't aware that Joss wasn't simply stepping in cold, he had already been helping out on the film for some time. At the US premiere of Wonder Woman this week, producer Charles Roven had this to say to Variety.
He was already working with us on some of the scenes for the additional photography that we're going to be doing shortly, and it was fortunate that Zach convinced him and he agreed to step in and finish the movie, help Zach finish his vision, and we're excited about that.
Golden Link Europe has unveiled their Justice League movie theatre concession line. The range includes drink toppers, cups, popcorn buckets, tin tubs and water bottles. Superman appears in all the promotional images along with Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, The Flash and Cyborg. In TV news, Superman homepage reviewer T.A. Hewitt has submitted his review of the Season 2 finale of Supergirl. Titled Nevertheless She Persisted, T.A. gave this episode a 1 out of 5, saying, "A victory against Superman allows bragging rights for any character, but while it's accepted of nearly everyone else, I did not think that Supergirl would be unable to resist and take the bait." Now that Season 2 of Supergirl has concluded, fans are turning their attention ahead to Season 3, wondering what will happen to Mon-El, who the main villain will be, and whether Cat Grant will hang around. TVLine.com found out that even though Callista Flockhart was listed as a series regular in Supergirl's official Season 3 press release, she will not rejoin the full-time ranks. But if the scheduling can be worked out, you can count on her putting in a handful of guest appearances. And while we know Lena Luthor will be around more in Season 3, the villain for next season has been revealed to be Rain, with casting underway to find the right person for the role. Apparently Rain is the young female Kryptonian placed in the escape pod seen in the season finale. Warner Bros. Announced that Supergirl the complete second season will be released on Blu-ray and DVD on August 22nd. Binge watch all 22 episodes again before Season 3 premieres a few weeks after its release. Supergirl the complete second season is also packed with extras, including the Supergirl 2016 Comic-Con panel and other featurettes. Pre-order your copy on Blu-ray or DVD from our online store. Supergirl executive producer Andrew Kreisberg revealed via a statement that Floriana Lima, who plays Maggie Sawyer on Supergirl, will not be returning as a series regular in Season 3 of the TV series. What this means for the relationship between Maggie and Alex Danvers remains to be seen, with Alex having proposed to her girlfriend during the Season 2 finale. Superman homepage reviewer Thomas Dreyfus submitted his review of the latest Justice League action episode. Titled Freezer Burn, he said, "Overall, Freezer Burn was a pretty cool episode with hints of chilling repercussions," and he gave it a 4 out of 5. In comic book news, there were 2 comic books for us to review this week, and the first of those was Action Comics 980, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, "This issue hit the right beats to make this story more than just a let's team up a bunch of villains to pound on Superman affair." And Suicide Squad number 18 was reviewed by Keith Summer, who said, "I really recommend picking it up," and he gave this issue a 5 out of 5. Superman comic books available this week from May 31st include Injustice 2 Chapter 8 digital comic, Trinity Annual Number 1, Wonder Woman Annual Number 1, and Supergirl Volume 3 Ghosts of Krypton trade paperback. Celebrate the end of Season 2 of Supergirl by checking out our large range of Supergirl TV merchandise. Grab this Supergirl TV series Supergirl action figure for $30.67. And don't forget to pre-order the Supergirl TV series statue, available for $139.68. These and other TV Supergirl items are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, both Supergirl and the Flash TV shows will be receiving tie-in novels to be published by Abrams Children's Books later this year. Supergirl Age of Atlantis will be written by Joe Whitmore and will see Kara Danvers deal with various weird goings-on all over National City. Not only have average citizens suddenly started performing feats, but the Department of Extra-Normal Operations has captured a humanoid sea creature, and Kara will have to figure out what drew him to National City and what his connection to this surge of super citizens may be. You can pre-order Supergirl Age of Atlantis from our online store ahead of its release on November 7th. That's all the news there was for the week May 24th to May 30th. To ensure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe via YouTube. Let us know what you thought of this video by leaving a thumbs up or comment below. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. Scotty V is up next with his Great Scott segment, and I'll be back after that with this week's Did You Know segment.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. I can't tell you how excited I am. In less than 2 days I'll be sitting in the big theater watching the next edition of the DC Extended Universe as imagined by Zack Snyder. Of course, directed by Patty Jenkins, but Zack was one of the writers, and Zack is the usherer in of this DC film universe and continues to be, even though he needs to take some needed family time off, and I really hope he comes back, and I really hope to see this universe continue. Now, Joss Whedon, as we know from last week, will be taking over the finishing touches of Justice League, but it's meant to stay in the same vein of where Snyder was already taking it. And moving forward, I don't think full DC movies by Joss Whedon is the way to go, because he's always been kind of a more silly, goofy, humorous director with things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know, I was never a fan in the beginning of Joss Whedon, though I do love Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and I do love the MCU films that he's done. But people have been clamoring for, let's turn the DCU movies into Marvel movies, and everybody just kind of wants everything to be exactly the same. So who knows what the executives are going to bow down to, but hopefully they don't change everything. Wonder Woman, in terms of, as far as where Superman is concerned, I have a few, I wouldn't say concerns, but a few thoughts and a few, I'm very curious to see how they're going to take it. In Batman v Superman, she was clearly pretty invulnerable. She used the shield to block a giant blast from Doomsday, which probably would have killed Batman and probably just knocked Superman back and Wonder Woman back from what we see from the rest of the movie out of Wonder Woman. She doesn't really use the bracelets in the movie as far as I remember, but in the previews for the new movie, which is an origin story, which happens during the World War, we see her blocking bullets, which is a traditional thing. It's a classic thing. It's something you need. It's kind of like the shirt rip for Superman or for Spider-Man when copied by Sam Raimi. So you need that, but if she's able to get backhanded by Doomsday and roll 300 yards down a rocky terrain and get up with not even a scratch on her, smile, and want to get right back into battle, why is it that she would need to block bullets? Is there some sort of caveat that says if it's a bullet, it can hurt her? If it's got a point on it, it can hurt her, and she needs the shield. But of course, she's fighting men in the movie coming up, but there's also some superpowered beings. We see her surrounded by electricity at one point. The woman with poison abilities wearing the mask over half her face. Apparently another well-known, but I won't spoil it until you see the movie, not well-known, but a DC villain. When people say she's only fighting soldiers, how exciting is that even going to be? Because they can't hurt her and she's got superpowers. And in terms of the world of Superman, obviously we're not going down the path of the New 52 where Wonder Woman and Superman had a relationship. But technically, even though Zack Snyder first said this is a new universe, fresh start, Superman clearly the first superhero to ever emerge. Then we learned Batman was already emerged. Then and now we're going to learn that Wonder Woman was already a part of one of the biggest wars of all time, fighting Nazis. So clearly Superman's a long distant third, and then soon we're going to find out Wonder Woman. We've already seen the Flashes in action. So really, how first was Superman when Wonder Woman's 100 years earlier than when he first showed up? So in my mind, some statements were made that have now turned out to be falsehoods, fake news, if you will. And is that because the executives came in and said, no, 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 we want these heroes to be more important? Or is it just us Superman fans who feel like we're always getting stepped upon and Superman's always getting kicked to the side in favor of others? Now, the truth is, none of these other heroes have even had their own movies other than Batman. And I think it's great, and I'm super stoked to see Wonder Woman, so I'm not complaining. But it will change what was said about Superman, and I'm sure Wonder Woman would have been a known quantity unless somehow at the end of the movie they erase all memory from mankind that she was there fighting in one of the most important wars in human history. But we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, all the world is waiting for you. Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman.
Did you know Saturday, May 27th was Hamburger Day? Back in 2014, McDonald's Hong Kong released a Superman Honey Mustard Chicken Burger. Now you know. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. See you next week.